public product used by everyone, that because I own that service that is provided to everyone, I'm going to cut off your service because of my disagreement with you on the religion that you have.
So, Mr. Petersen, would you like to revisit that question?
Can you ask it again?
Well, actually, it was a whole new, he went back several questions to one of commercial rights. You know, as a private business, would you allow people to not sell to others?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's your business. You own it. It's your private property.
Well,
that's the centerpiece of libertarianism.
And not to get crossways, because you made your points excellently. What would you do, though, with regard to a utility providing electricity to a community where the owner said that he would no longer provide service because of religious belief?
Follow Ronald Reagan's advice. Fire them all and privatize it. Privatize all the things. We don't need the government in the utilities business any more than we need them in building roads.
Not the government, but a private. And I'm not arguing with you. I'm not arguing with you here, Austin. I would just like your take on it, really.
If a private utility.
Well, private utility, yes, but the only utility, the only provider of that service is denying service to an entire category of people because of their religious beliefs.
I'm sorry, but fundamentally, you do not have a right to the product of someone else's labor.
But your electricity is hooked up. You've got electricity, and
the liberals
they're
will
not
say
going
that
to
the
give you your
internet is a
electricity.
right. We need net neutrality, Governor, so that because some people are going to cut the flow of the internet. I know you supported that measure. I think it's ridiculous.
Cut the flow of the internet.
You're talking. Yes, you said that you supported net neutrality.
No.
You said that on our side with that you think that some bandwidth providers are going to cut bandwidth from one to another. Net neutrality is socialism for the internet. We do not need to have those.
No, I never supported net neutrality.
Okay,
never.
So
never.
Then you might want to log into iSide with and change those questions or answers to those questions. Because I think a
that
lot of people are
wasn't
confused.
Well,
But no,
I apologize.
I took the iSide with quiz a couple of weeks ago, and I sided with myself 90% of the time. So I
I would give private charity to help those people who are in need, but I would not force a business owner to do it because that is tyrannical.
But what if it's electricity, and there's no other way to get my electricity than through the electrical co-op that is not really a co-op, it's or the electrical provider.
Because people are charitable. That's the thing. In Hurricane Katrina, they were talking about price gougers. They had no electricity. So guess what happened? People brought generators in, and they were selling generators. They were not only just selling generators, they were selling them from states away. Why? Because they were able to sell them at an astronomical price. They called them price gougers.
I'm going to have to call a close to this.
Let the free market work.
We have to debate. It's a long time to get to that debate.
We're nice guys.
I have one last question. If elected, you will face opposition from both major parties. How will you deal with that opposition to implement policy change? And if I may add, the whole issue of gridlock. How do you deal with that?
How about a president that's going to challenge Democrats on what they're supposed to be good at, which is civil liberties? I mean, really, historically, aren't they supposed to be good on civil liberties? And then, how about challenging Republicans on what they're supposed to be good at, which they're not good at all, which would be dollars and cents? Neither party is good on either topic, but you could actually, I think, as a libertarian president, I think you could shame them both into seeing some really significant improvements to our country. I mean, everybody talks about gridlock. Well, it's gridlock because a Republican proposes something. One of the biggest surprises I had in politics was that I really thought that Democrats and Republicans at the end of the day were going to vote for what was right as opposed to what was Democrat and what was Republican. I think this is a great opportunity to be in the middle and call them both out.